What is up, diecast collectors? This is 9446 Network, back with another diecast review, and today we got a surprise for everybody. We've got some new diecasts for the next gen, and of course, there is a lot of videos to be coming on the channel very soon, so stay tuned, guys. We're going to start things off here, or continue, I should say, with the Brad Keselowski. This is going to be the shocker of the diecast reviews this weekend. This is Brad Keselowski's 2022 Castrol Ford Mustang for RFK. Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. What an absolutely awesome paint scheme this is. This is a matte paint scheme right off the bat, you guys can tell. It's a brand new car. The Castrol car has been updated since Ryan Newman left it, the number 6. And now with Brad Keselowski, there is a new design that he's made. Because Brad Keselowski's been designing his paint schemes, I hear. So this one is definitely a fantastic paint scheme for RFK. What an awesome one. We're going to get this diecast review on. And guess what? Chrome numbers. Yep, that's right. They are back. And number 6, RFK, Ford Mustang. You got Castrol, Ford, and Keselowski on the windshield banner. And you got a little bit of overlap of the decal onto the window, but that should be okay. You got Sunoco, Goodyear, NASCAR, Cup Series, and that little pillar there is on life support. You got number 6, the chrome number 6. You've got Brad Keselowski. Got Ford, and what does that one say? It looks like another Castrol logo. Wow, actually, I think it is another Castrol logo. You got Castrol, big on the side. Mac Tools, Siemens, and then there's another sponsor that I cannot read. Violet Defense, Kohler Generators, Fastenal, Kohler Generators. Of course, you have Castrol, RFK, the license plate with the 2022 registration sticker with the Ford. You got number 6 right there. You got the Castrol logo on the deck lid and the 2 Castrol logos on the roof. So now it's time to review the paint scheme. This is a matte finish car. So this is painted a matte green, that Roush green, Castrol green. Castrol has some iconic race cars in their entire stable of rally cars, race cars. Anybody remember Sega Rally? Definitely getting some vibes of that looking at this car. So, but it's on a Mustang, which is going to be interesting. The next gen Mustang, not just any Mustang. To start off, the numbers. So as you can see, the camera is really, you can see how bright it is, what it does to the camera. Got the chrome number, of course. The number fill-in is going to be chrome with the bold white outline, a black outline, a thin white outline, and of course the chrome number fill-in. But on the roof, you have the normal number 6, just a silver number 6 with a red bold outline with a black outline and just a silver number fill-in. And it's going to look like this under the headlight and under the taillight. So it looks like the only sides you can have chrome numbers in the real-life race cars are on the sides. So that's pretty interesting. I wonder how the chrome roof number would have looked. That would have been interesting to see. Regardless, we're going to start with the paint scheme. So you got the red outline there. It's a really bold outline over the black splitter. All the cars are seeming to have the black splitters. And of course, you have a white outline over it, and you've got a dark shade of green. It's a little bit spaced out over the headlights. And then, of course, it goes across the side. It's got like some gradients to that green, of course. When you have the green stripes here and here, and then across the side where it has Castrol, there's a bit of a gradient, so you can kind of see there's a bit of the shade on it right there, of course. I'll get biofuel as well. But, of course, the side skirts are all black, or the underbody, I should say. These cars don't really have side skirts anymore. But you guys can see that it has the black sides, of course. And, of course, you have the white outline with the red, and it goes underneath. It goes up towards the 6, underneath the Castrol, up and back towards the rear quarter panel with the white outline, and of course Keselowski's signature 3 stripes. So you got that stripe right there, that stripe, and then the third one, which is the one in the front, just stripes across the side and continues to go all the way to the back with the red and the white. But a lot of the outline is covered up by the taillights. Of course, you see the red continues across the back. And on the roof of it, you have, this kind of wraps around the whole top portion of the car. So over the Castrol and the hood vents, just towards the hood, the cowl flaps, you can see the white starts to wrap around, goes across this side. And this side is kind of hard to see because the way the windows are wrapped. So it kind of goes underneath and then back out towards the rear quarters. But on this side, you can obviously tell that there is red and white. So you got that white outline continuing, and the red goes all the way into the interior. And of course, the red wraps over all of the pillars across the side windows. And on the roof flaps, got black roof flaps, or roof rails, I should say, with the red outlines to it from the side. And of course, towards the rear quarters, the white outline continues and then stops right at the rear window. I really like that. That's really sharp looking because it kind of doesn't go all the way. The white kind of actually spaces out a little bit. There's a lot of space between there. The red doesn't carry all the way to the back. So I really like how that looks. This entire paint scheme, I really like this one. This is an awesome paint scheme. Of course, got the same thing on this side, the same paint scheme. It's the same as the left. It's a fully symmetrical design. And I really like this car. And of course, the last thing about this car, the black spoiler and the black splitter. And that right there will be the paint scheme for Brad Keselowski's 2022 Castrol car. Absolutely fantastic. Brad Keselowski Racing, the RFK Racing team, has really awesome paint schemes. And this is definitely one of them. And a lot of them are the matte finish. So as you can tell, this one's matte. As you can tell when I zoom in on it. Very matte. I really like that. The matte paint schemes are really, really awesome. These paint schemes, and when they're different colors, like this one, it's not just a matte black, which that's going to be a car we're going to be looking at later, the Fastenal car. The matte colors for other, so McDonald's, when they sponsored Kyle Larson, they had the matte finish, looked really good. Gear Wrench had a bit of the matte orange, which looked awesome. Just any color you can imagine that would come out matte looks fantastic. It doesn't have to be matte black for every paint scheme. So this one here, it absolutely looks fantastic. You got a weird texture stuff going on right there on the A-pillar. That's all right. But what a fantastic car, guys. And one more thing that would have made this car super awesome would be coloring the wheels chrome to match the number, or paint them red or green. But other than that, fantastic 10 out of 10 car. Wow, guys. If you're a Brad Keselowski fan, this is definitely one you're going to get. He's going to have really nice looking cars this year, Brad Keselowski. Ever since he took part ownership of this thing, the paint schemes have been spot on. Of course, the hood vents are kind of covered up by the Castrol. It almost seems like the Castrol is covering up the hood vents. That's kind of interesting how that wrapped over it. But of course, I'm going to give you guys a 360 view of this car. As you guys can tell, a really nice looking one. Stay tuned for more Brad Keselowskis. There's 3 Chase Elliott's, there's 3 Brad Keselowskis, and there's like a whole bunch of Kevin Harvicks. Kevin Harvick, out of the haul that just came in, it has the most cars. So that's going to be interesting to see. The most cars out of anybody, which is insane. But when Brad Keselowski gets a lot of his cars in, including Chris Buescher, you're going to have fantastic paint schemes. Matte, and then you got chrome numbers. And I'm pretty sure all of them have chrome numbers. I haven't seen a RFK car that I've seen that doesn't have chrome numbers. I know the show car they made for the Authentics line did not have the chrome numbers, but in real life it did. Maybe we'll look at that car down the road. Not going to make any promises. But these Brad Keselowski cars are fantastic. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And, of course, the underbody, of course. All the same. The metal chassis cars only have the metal underbody, but the wheels aren't rubber. That's kind of a weird thing that they did. But, other than that, just about this car. Fantastic car. 10 out of 10. Definitely pick this one up. Comment, like, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next diecast review. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecast.